Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In between episodes, I did make a little bit of a couple changes. I believe last episode I had the roof glass. I'm not sure if I had to do this in between this episode or the last episode, but the roof is now glass. I figured it's the easiest way. And it doesn't look too bad. I like having the clear roof. Sometimes it throws it off a little bit whenever I'm looking, but it's easy. It's the easiest way for me to tell if it's day or night. So I can come back up for these to work here. I did go ahead and make the tier 4 solar array. It is currently producing 106,000. So we're pretty solid on power for right now. Because as you can tell in the network statistics of the flux controller, we're only currently using 32,000 RF a tick, and just at one solar panel we're producing 106,000. So we are good there. The power storage with the flux network, is going to be a little difficult since we can't actually make flux. So we still have our little tower here. Once we get into Draconic Evolution a little bit, we will have enough storage for one of their energy cells. Other than that, in between episodes, I put back my glass maker. Basically just throw cobblestone in a pulverizer, that throws gravel into the other pulverizer, which then sends sand into the furnace. If we take a look down here on our second level, which is where our ore generation is here, went ahead and did a tier 3. I upgraded our resource miner to tier 2, and then I also have a tier 4 ore miner as well. So currently we have two level 1s, one level 2, tier 2, one tier 3, one tier 4, and then we have a tier 2 resource miner. Really the only reason I have the resource miner was to get the mecha, which was for the upgrades that we need. But the only other thing that's going to be helpful with that is to get soul sand. And the reason we'll need soul sand in wither skeleton skulls is for the nether stars, because you need a lot of nether stars within Draconic Evolution. So basically in this episode what I want to do is set up our essence conversion, which we crafted that last episode, we just never set it up. And then I want to set up the wither skeleton spawner, which we need the essence conversion for to send the essence to the industrial foregoing mob duplicator. And then we can also set up the wither killer and the spawner for the withers. So we're going to try getting that all done in this episode. Most likely we're going to probably take care of this, just the essence conversion and the wither skeleton spawner, and then we'll take a stab at the wither killer this episode. But if we're running a little long, we're definitely going to be taking that into next episode, because I don't want to do too much in one episode and make it extremely long. So let's go ahead and start with this fluid converter. Basically what it's going to come down to is where I want to put it. I was thinking of putting it close, like here, so we have something up here, some sort of reason to be up here. The only downside to that is every time a wither spawns, we're going to have the health bar at the top of our screen. And say if it spawns 4 at a time, we're going to have 4 of them stacked on top of our screen. And that could get very, very annoying. That's only for the wither. But for the wither skeleton and the essence conversion, I could probably do that up here. But I gotta pay attention to daytime and nighttime also, because as soon as it turns night, it just drains. It drains the power so quickly, it's crazy. That's why we're working to get another store so we can make this celestial manipulator, so we can make it daytime automatically as soon as it turns night by using a the daylight sensor and then that machine there. Let me put this back down. Let me turn that back on. Okay, so if I moved it one more that way, it would be right with this block, so it'd be too close. I could just make a smaller range add-on. Which tier is this? Range 4. So if we do a 3, I'm going to try putting it right here and then using glass in the front so I can see, make sure everything's still working. It's going to be the easiest way for me to try to see what's going on here. Perfect. Go ahead and make that here. Dink, dink. I don't remember how deep it was. I don't know how big this actually has to be. Oh, I can't do that because that's there. Yeah, I should still. The light level doesn't matter. So I'm pretty sure they spawn regardless. Okay, so let's just put this like here, there. Oh, that's actually is in the center. Cool, cool, cool. So if I bring that one more forward, that should be fine. I think I just set it right back in the same spot. All right, let's make sure. Yeah. So then if I run glass up front, and then I cover the top of that, that should be perfect. Perfect. Do I have my wand? We'll be taking a look at this in future episodes. I was trying to get an idea of what I wanted to do there with future episode. So just ignore the couple blocks of my thing. Okay, David, learn how to play some blocks here. Holy lordy. Wait. Okay, that's glitchy. It's giving me a headache. Okay, so that's going to spawn. It spawns above it, right? If I do this, that works. Yeah, but that's only too high. Now, does it spawn in that area? That should technically work. Yeah, that should work. I don't like it, and I'll show you why I don't like it here in a second. The reason I don't like it is if we have it down one, it's not really the effect here. What it really affects for me is I can run power from the bottom, but then I'd have to run the essence in from somewhere else, and I'm probably gonna run the essence in straight from the top down, and then have the power underneath. I feel like that's gonna be the best idea. Yeah, that's gonna be the best idea. Do this. Just so we can make the walls whatever we want since we're going to have glass. I just make it out of that. So at least match. Wrong thing. Right? I mean, it doesn't really have to match, but I'm hoping that light doesn't affect anything. I'm pretty sure they'll spawn regardless. Find out, I guess. Alright, I need to shut that back off. So we need a flux plug point. Of course, we don't have any made. Go ahead into the point here. Right? Yeah. Alright, so we have that. Now we have to set up this converter. Where do we want to set that up so we can still gain access to it? Well, if I want to run it in through the top, that's no big issue. If I just go... Hey! Alright, so if I do it up here, I should be able to run it out there. Okay, cool. And then I can use an elevator block in the ceiling to get up here. I wanted to make it so it wasn't too difficult, basically. Okay, now we're going to be giving it essence of knowledge. And then we will be wanting essence, right? Yeah. Okay. So input for this will be on the left. Output for that will be down. So we'll have our magma crucible here, output into here. Oh, wait, how do you know what's the front, left, and back? Actually. I guess there is no way of telling, huh? That sucks. But all we need is a magma crucible to put our essence in, kick it out into there, and that should be it for that. We're also going to need to run some cables from our refined storage up into here, so we can get the solidified experience automatically exported into it. Let's get rid of all this junk here. We don't need this either. Get rid of everything for now. There we go. Okay, so do we already have a magma crucible made? Yes, sir. Do we have any upgrades? Because I think that's going to go slow. I don't know exactly what they're called. Just upgrade. I don't think we have any made. Okay, let's see if we have what it takes. Absolutely not. What is that? What is it to make that bronze? No, it's copper and tin. Yeah. Like how I said, I know it's copper and tin, and then continued to ask. Mind me. Throw that into the induction smelter. Bronze. Oh yeah. Have any? Yep. And we have everything but that. Not gonna go any higher than that. That's. I mean, that tier should be fine. It doesn't have to be extremely quick. It just has to be enough to generate enough essence just to spawn it. So. Okay, so if I go ahead and place this here, have the input there, output bottom. Then I go ahead and that on there, smack that on there, bing bing. Okay, so I am. Does this need power too? I know this wasn't for this, but guess what? It's gonna have to do. Okay, now for the fun part is running this over there. If we run it out here, right over here, right this way. I don't know how far we have to go over. I don't even know where we're going to. Has to be close to here. Fairly close. Where does it actually have to go to? Oh, it has to go to here. Yeah, so I'll run it to here. But it has to go from over here. Oh, I'm actually very close. So we have to go back one more. And then once it goes there, go straight up and then straight into it. So, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Alright. So, now we're going to have to obviously get the cable to run. I have 2. Let's go ahead to refine storage here. I know how to spell. Here we go. I need an exporter. Do I have one? Do I even have an exporter? Oh, I already have an exporter there. Cool, 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 cool. I can grab my one cable that I just threw back. And we need to make some cable. Yeah, 62. Perfect. Or not. Good anyway. Alright, so. Exporter. And start clicking. Bingo. That's it. Hey, really? One more? There we are, there we are, there we are. Okay, so. Now I have to get the... essence of knowledge. Yeah. Now I need some fluid duct. Actually, I can use this. Aha! Now. I haven't. Come on. I have enough for this. Perfect. That ain't working out. Ah. Probably not. So I probably need one of the servos. I should have some. I don't. I'm gonna make a better one just so it extracts it quicker. I don't think I actually need it, but that should have kicked that into here, right? Boom. Let's go. Now, the only thing that we need for this to actually start spawning them is our little mob imprisonment tool with the wither skeleton. Once that spawns the wither skeleton, that's going to just keep spawning them, use the essence to do it, and then it just needs power. So let's go ahead and make another flux point. Right, point. Yeah. Keep asking myself that, even though I know, but. This got power? Oh, why? It says it's connected to it. It might be because of there's no imprisonment in there yet. Alright, what was this again? Laboratory. Labor. Then I also need a chisel, which I believe is in my back. No, it's not. Laboratory, think. Think. Relax. Think. Well, at least I already had the laboratory blocks made. Make some more though. Labor. Definitely enough now. And let's change it. Might as well try to keep everything uniform, you know? The neater everything looks, the better, I guess. That there. That back up there. Large tiles. Oh, had enough. What do I make that? I need to. Oh yeah, I forgot the factory block. Put those back. How do I want to do that? I got the. I got to the adulted rusty. Come on. That don't look too bad. Could look worse, I guess. Technically. Do I have any more of those? I do not. White inverted. Thank you. I don't know how many more of these I need. Just make like 5. Just make a stack and call it a day. We have enough of the stuff, resources, I believe. Go here, straight across, go dink. That's even if it works like that. It should, because it's a forced spawner. It should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. Glass, steel framed. Definitely should need more than 64. Where's the spawn? Okay. Before we activate this, we just have to get our... Oh, I just made it. I did not, because I needed plastic. I was actually in the middle of that. We needed a mob grinder. It's not the mob grinder. It is a mob crusher. Oh, if you were wondering, when I double-clicked this accidentally, my inventory went black. Whatever you type in here, it'll highlight. So if I was to type in glass, see how it's highlighted right here? Obviously, it doesn't work with the refined storage, but it does work in your inventory. So if I was to type in sword, it would be there because it contains an S, because it's the flex sword or infused. So sometimes it works pretty good, sometimes it doesn't. But if you double click, it just highlights whatever you type. I don't really use it too often though. Mob crusher. I believe we had everything, right? We don't have the plastic. I thought I just made 2 pieces of plastic. I just threw it in there earlier. Where did I put it? I didn't run up to this again, did I? No. Yeah, I used 18 of this. I did exactly what I'm doing right now. I did that. Hey. I didn't do that, but I went down here. And then I threw it in one of the furnaces. I threw it in a pulverizer by accident, did I? Oh. Try this again. Or did I accidentally make it already and type in the wrong thing? Oh. Is it not working because of the sword? Serious? Yep, has to be a full health sword. Can't have a used one. Has to be a brand new one. I mean, technically it should, but oh, we also need a chest for now. Eventually, we're gonna auto input, but so if I put this there, that there, okay, shut that off. How far does this reach? Nowhere. But now, if I go into here and grab that upgrade. Aren't they called upgrades? Add-on. Add-on. So now if I grab this, put this in here, that should hit it everything, right? Yeah. Alright. So, I'm going to do this the easy way here. Grab some redstone flux duct. I don't have a lot of it. Do. Make some more. I don't want to keep making the, what was fun? I don't want to keep making the flux points. I might as well just run them both off the same thing. I mean, it just makes more sense. All right, I need 24, so that's 3 of those, 2 of those. That's 18. I don't like to leave extra. All right, that's 18, 20, 20. That's enough for what we need right now. Perfect. This. Stored energy. Stored energy. That's why I didn't think that had energy. I thought it lit up red, not the same color. Okay, so that has power, has essence. This has power. This has a chest to output. Now the only thing left is to throw in our imprisonment tool. And hope for the best. Why isn't this auto outputting? Doesn't auto output. Are you serious? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? I forget what they're called. I gotta find out real quick though. Transfer node. I haven't made one in a long time. I thought it auto output. I don't know why, but bada bing, bada boom. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need a transfer pipe now. I need some upgrades on that bad boy. What up? Okay. What mod is that? Let's just do transfer. I think it's extra utilities. Alright, yeah. Extra util. I don't like it. Sometimes like the extra utilities doesn't work. I don't know why. But I need a stack upgrade. Go. Do I have everything for that? No, I need this, which is a rated pressure plate, and which I took out. At least we still have this made. I didn't think I'd ever be coming back to this thing. Thank you. I can stay right there in the middle of the floor. No biggie. Not hurting anything. For now. that should start pulling everything out of there. I'm gonna need some speed upgrades. That thing's going way too quick. Let's just do 2 of these to do 2 speed up. I keep hitting the wrong key. Alright, let's go back up here, here, here. So if we do 2 speed upgrades, that should be able to pull the 2 stacks out fairly quickly. And then this should keep going. What are all those? Ores. Antenna. Oh, a trowel. Wooden spikes. Never got into those, actually. I should keep that thing empty at all times. Alright, so far out of that, we're gonna have to get rid of stone swords. 100%, because I ain't dealing with that. Wither ash, what is this stuff even used for? Oh. And we have, what, how many skeleton skulls? We have a lot of skeleton skulls. We have 1,000. So technically we could have 1,000 wither skulls. Is that the only thing that's used for? That is the only thing it's used for. That's crazy. Drop of evil. Upgrade speed. Increases speed of operations. Max upgrade is 64. We already have that. We have that. So that's no. We don't really need anything of that. Wither dust is used to make a dwindle cream. That. Yeah. Shouldn't need it to make soul sand, but we'll have it just in case, because right now we have 634, and if you divide that by 4, that's what? About 160? Yeah, about that. Yeah, because that's 326.40. Yeah, that's close. That's 160 withers, and that's 160 withers, the stars, the nether stars. Doubt we'll use all that, to be honest. Yeah, so we're gonna have this automatically inputted into that. I'm just gonna replace this chest with one of the ender chests. So then all of this is transported over. I'm gonna have to make a. Ooh, they still have those. What do they call it? What do they call it? Sound muffler. That's it. Let's see if we can craft one of these things. We don't have to listen to that the entire time we're here. Oh yeah, dude. See if it works. See if it works. Let me put it in the floor. Oh. Was quiet. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, peace. Oh, that's peaceful. Peaceful. Look, you can't even hear it. Watch, I'll quiet down. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm gonna have to just start talking like this and put a sound muffler on me. But that is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, so quiet. Oh, so quiet. There's about to be an ad played. Look. Ah. Put that back. Alright, so basically, just to summarize what we did here, we used our mob spawner block. We used our mob imprisonment tool. We captured a wither skeleton. We inserted that into the machine. We're feeding it essence from upstairs, which I do have to open back up. Hello? Why can I not fly? Is it because of this stupid thing? Get out of here. Oh, I forgot. No. I forgot that this uses grid power. Oh, man. I'm mad. Alright, fire mill. I had enough of this. Here's a stack. Never have to worry about that ever again now. Thank you. I'm just glad I had everything made so I didn't have to go through and make everything. Can I stop throwing stuff, please? I keep hitting the wrong keys because the keyboard's not in the normal spot. I haven't pushed back because I have my mic sitting literally right in front of me. And I'm not used to having the mic there. I want to get one of those little arms that you connect to your desk and then it comes up and over. So I can keep the keyboard where it usually is and you don't hear like the desk noise. Like if I was to tap my desk, you wouldn't hear that because it's not connected directly to where I'm literally sitting. And it's not in my way, so I can go back to how I normally sit and everything. But it's gonna do for now. It's gonna have to, basically. We covered the fire mills and that in the previous episodes, but just in case if you are just hopping in or you hopped in a little late, the way that we're flying here is if we go into baubles, we use an angel ring. As you can see, it uses 32 grid power, and currently right now with our transfer nodes, we're currently using 6.06, so 32 and 6 is 38, and we are only generating 36, so we are currently 2 over. And if we take a look here, fire mills, it is currently generating 4 per fire mill. So we're going to go ahead and throw another one here. And by throwing another one here, we increase our power output. And there we go. Now we're producing 40. And while I'm flying, you can see that it's using 37.06. We were only producing 36 before. That's why I wasn't able to fly. Now we have a max of 40. We're only using 37 by flying. And if you are playing on a server with somebody, that number actually is shared. It's not individual. So if you give somebody else a ring, that also uses 32. So you actually have to produce 64 grid power. And then once you get to a certain point, once you go to 40 grid power, you get a loss of 33%. So basically, if we get a couple more of those, we're sort of screwed because it lowers the percentage. So. I'm gonna go ahead and make the trash can with that stone sword. I'm gonna do that like now because if not, I'm gonna forget about it, and if I forget about it, it's just gonna get all cluttered up. That in there. Use damage is no. While we're on it, because it was just clicking on my mind for a second, let me break that back open. If you guys haven't been tuned in since the beginning and you are curious about how anything works, just please leave a comment down below. And if as soon as I see the comment, which is usually I keep track of the comments, it's not too hard in the beginning right now because there is no comment. So if you do leave a comment and ask like basically what anything is or how it works or what's going on here, I might do like a catch-up video, not a catch-up video, but an overview of basically what we've done so far, what everything is set up, and what everything does. I was thinking about doing one of those, but I don't know if it's necessary because there is videos on my channel to technically tell you what's going on. And if I make one video to go over everything, there's no reason to watch the other one. So it's sort of eliminating those videos unless you are here from the beginning. It's really the only reason that they would be there. So that's why I'm sort of hesitant to do that. But if you guys do have any questions about what's going on, if I run by something and you see like a glance of it and you're like, oh, I wonder what that is, feel free to ask and I'll definitely address it in the next episode after the comment is made. So I just wanted to put that out there just in case if somebody was wondering what something was. I know there's a few times that I'll pop into a video and I'll be like, what in the world is that block? And you know, once you get like thousands of comments, it's kind of hard to look at them all. So unless it's upvoted and things like that, it's sort of hard to get noticed and get your question answered. So you sort of have to go frame by frame and hope that he looks over it so you can see what the name of the block is at the top and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to address that, why I had it on the mind instead of waiting and then I'll forget. Because I am very, very forgetful. So let me go ahead and make the ender chest. And back to the forgetful. I honestly almost forgot exactly what we were doing. So I'm gonna also put that in there, that in there. That's everything that is produced. Okay. Okay, so you're telling me we don't have any of the drops? None? You gotta be kidding me. I'm looking for basically this equivalent of the blaze. We don't have any. We have no blaze rods. Is there a way to, oh no, I need a compactor to Turn to blaze powder, but I don't even think I have that enough of that. Alright, time to go to the nether real quick. Kill a couple of the... I wish stairs were a lot faster. I need to just get rid of this and just move my nether portal. I mean, I literally use elevators for everything, and I don't understand why I'm still using this, but that's okay. Let's pop into here, kill some blaze, get enough blaze rods for now, just for what we're doing, and then that's about it. So show yourself now. Thank you. Look at that, one spawn behind me. Oh, I got 4. That's all I need. Thank you. I appreciate it. I only need that to craft the ender chest. Once we get the ender chest crafted, we can go place it. Everything will automatically be imported over. Going up's not too bad, because if you just hold space and you make like shift, like left control or another key, you can just hold your shift and just keep hitting space and you just bounce up the steps. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this and just make like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just make a bunch of wool. Okay, now I don't ever have to worry about wool again. Thank you. The only thing nice about mid-game is you can start crafting everything and you don't have to worry about anything at all. So, okay, let's do that. Oh god, that's not importing quick enough. Oh my. Yeah, we need to adjust that like now. I didn't realize that was happening. Is it this one? Okay, is there a speed upgrade in refined? Please tell me. Yes. Oh yeah, we made these before. Do I not have one? I got a stack upgrade in the green, not this one. Wow. Okay, stack upgrade. Do we have anything? Nope. We need 4 of these. Do we have that? Hey, let's go. Yeah, it's still not. I think we need 4 speed upgrades. Yeah. Is that backed up? No, so it's just this one. Oh god. How did I not realize this before? I've never looked. I just assumed that it kept working. I guess with okay, we need speed upgrades. We need speed upgrades also. Because that's horrible. So we need, I don't know, we'll just do 2 of them, I guess. I mean, they're not going to go to waste. We could always just take it back out and do another stack upgrade if we had to. That should be working. But I guess with having the massive amount of ore miners, this is probably going to be a necessary thing. We actually might need more speed upgrades. I can only do 1 more, but we need 1 of these guys. Let's head over to our elevator here. Down to floor 3. Going down. I bet I couldn't have like elevator music. I think that'd be pretty cool. Might be a little excessive, but I think it'd be cool. There's that. Speed. Yep. Hopefully this is enough. If not, I might have to separate the I might have to get a couple more of colors and set them up. Because if this isn't importing quick enough, I mean, it's importing. Oh yeah, we're good. But just for the fun of it, put another one in. There we go. So what in the world is using the green? Is that just a mob spawner? Cover this back up. No, let's not cover it back up yet. I want to add that and that. Okay, now that that's taken care of. That should be working for that, right? Yes. And okay, let's go ahead and do that. Then let's just do this and garbage can and get rid of all of these because I don't need any of them. Yep. Nope. Trash can. Nope. This. Trash can. There we go. Yeah, I forgot I can't. That's the only thing I don't like about the refined storage that I do like about the I'll think of it eventually. Just give me a second. It takes me a second because I'm doing multiple things at once. I don't know why, but I can't think straight. Okay, it is importing there. What was I talking about again? This is what I mean. I get sidetracked and I forget everything that I was just talking about. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. With the refined storage, I don't like how you can't space and click and it inserts your whole inventory into the system. With the other storage mod, which is it applied energistics? Yeah, applied energistics. You can space click and everything will get inserted in instead of holding shift and going over every single item here. It just makes it a lot easier. Like I could do it with the backpacks. You could basically do it with anything. For some reason, you can't with refined storage. I'm not sure why, but I mean, it's not like it's something horrible or not, but okay. So just taking a look at what we have here, we have a lot of stuff from the mobs. We have 43,000 rotten flesh, 40,000 bones, 40,000 gunpowder. Very rarely are we going to use the rotten flesh, the bones, the arrows, because we have infinity. Spider eyes, the zombie hearts, the zombie brains. I can't really think of me actually using any of those, to be honest. But what I want to take a look at is the ionite. So this is the next tier for the environmental tech. I'm just going to keep you guys updated on basically what they're called. I didn't cover the last one either, but it is palladium. And the reason I just want to show that real quick is I just want to keep you guys sort of updated on what each one is, like what tier upgrade. I mean, it's kind of simple. All you have to do is just type in, I don't know what you want to do, ore miner, and then, oh, I just did a tier 3. Let me take a look at tier 4. Tier 4, oh, palladium. Let me go to my system and type in palladium, and oh, look at that, there's an ore. You know, so, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but I just want to keep you guys a little bit in the loop of what's going on here. Also, I don't understand the mod too well, but I can tell you right now that these don't make sense, the modifiers on the solar array. I feel like they're a waste. And I mean, once you're to this point, it shouldn't matter because you have the resources anyway for the no modifiers. But there is only one modifier you can add to a solar array, and it's a piezo modifier. And all that does is allow it to generate power when it's raining. So you can only have one modifier on here, but you have to make 8 null modifiers. Why can't they just leave it just to have one and it comes out of the center, and then like just make it built into the solar array? I mean, not unless they plan on adding modifiers where it can work at night but only like half power. I don't know, but it seems kind of stupid to have all these modifiers and you can't even use the things. And then this out here, the lightning rod, I'm probably just gonna leave there or get rid of. I don't really need it, because it does generate a lot of power if it does get struck by lightning, but I never know if it's raining because I'm always underground, so not really helping too much. So there, I know we're getting a little long here on time. I sort of want to go over a few things. So right now, this is our mob farm. We have a cursed earth floor, and what that does is just keep spawning mobs, and then our mob crushers just getting rid of them instantly. Basic setup that we have in there for the wither skeleton, except for not choosing what we're spawning. We're just spawning everything, and that's how we got all of our random mob generations there. There is another mod. It's called Woot. Now, I have never used it. Never. I just saw it in the JEI over here when I was looking, because I was just scrolling through pages, and a lot of the blocks looked cool. I know, it's weird, but this one particularly caught my eye. I was like, ooh, factory controller from Woot. I mean, that block looks cool. Seems cool. But then I was looking through here, and it's like a mass upgrade, looting upgrade, XP upgrade, rate upgrade, efficiency, blood magic, and evil craft, and blood magic. So it seems like a pretty like a big variety of stuff here. And what Woot is I looked into it a little bit, and there is some guides here. I will definitely be getting into this mod in particular. Like I said, I want to sort of keep a how do I want to say a path of where we want to head next. And Woot is definitely one of the mods that I want to take a look at. So what it is you create a spawner. Now this spawns sort of like the void ore miner. It generates. This generates the mobs, and it automatically outputs the drops from that mob. It's not very power hungry mod, but it does take a little bit of resources in a big area. So what I might do, instead of having this go up and do the solar panels, I might just leave the solar panels out there, or I might move them a little bit, or might make a little bit of a different platform. But I might take this down, sort of like the other elevators, and just make this our mob farmer. So we can have, like, we can move the one that's out there in here, and we can basically just take it from, like I said, just out there, have it on one of the floors, and then have another floor for a couple more of these with different mobs. And then we can also have another floor, sort of like how we do with the void ore miners, where we have a bunch of these, the Woot actual mob spawns. So what it does is it generates the mob, and depending on what mob it is, you need a different tier. So as you can see here, there's a factory tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. I believe tier 4 is the highest. Yeah, tier 4 is the highest. So depending on what tier it is, that's what mob you can spawn. So you can actually automatically generate and spawn in the Ender Dragon and also the Wither. So we could technically progress in Woot all the way to the end to tier 4 and virtually spawn in, or not even virtually kill, spawn and kill the Wither all in one, and it automatically outputs the output, like the drops. And then we technically wouldn't need this farm for the Wither skulls. And then we also wouldn't need the Wither builder, and then we also wouldn't have to have another thing to kill the Wither. So I mean, it sort of eliminates a couple things, but I probably want to. I want to sort of keep everything and just keep adding on instead of adding on and taking everything else away, just like how I did with the solar panels, because technically I don't need all of these except for the last one that makes 106,000, and then I don't technically need this. There's a lot of stuff that I don't need that I still leave out just to show like the path that we've been on. I don't want to basically get rid of everything at the end and have one machine do everything, you know. So I want to keep the path of how we got to where we are. So that's why I wanted to show you a little bit of the Woot, because I do have the yaw hammer, which is used to build everything. Oh no, the interns that's used to build everything. The yaw hammer, I'm not 100% on what that is, but somebody said I needed it. And then the Woot guide. So those are for Woot. Basically everything else you guys are caught up on. So I am gonna go ahead and call it there on this video. Feel free to like, subscribe, and also ring the notification bell so you're notified when the next video goes live. And in the next episode, we're going to be going ahead and we should have enough resources by then to get into the Wither spawner and Wither killer. So we'll go ahead and get into that in the next episode, and I will catch you guys then.